Hello guys, and welcome back to For the Life of Me. Wow, I very much apologize that this is coming out over 24 hours when it should have been out, and this is my first week missing, as I guess you could say, missing a For the Life of Me episode. But I had all district band auditions yesterday and just completely forgot to record it the rest of the week, because I was a bit busy with some of the things we're going to talk about in this episode. But of course, to talk about those, we have to do something else. But I don't want to do something else, because this intro is already very, very short. So, what are we going to be talking about? One Tick Pulse Season 2 is finally here. And what has been going on with my music? Where is your music, Adam? That's a very good question, Adam. I will be answering it for you. And yes, there have been some things to do with my music that have been recently released, so I will talk about those and talk about where we're going in the future. So anyways, before, of course, I already said this, before we can talk about any of that stuff, we can go ahead and roll the music. Wow. One Tick Pulse was really, really fun to record. And here's the thing, that episode that you guys saw this past Monday, that's half the footage I recorded. I cut out over 10 minutes of footage from there to use in another, well, not actually, I'm not going to use that stuff. I cut out 10 minutes of footage, just like the unnecessary stuff. A lot of the typing sequences where I would be like typing a chat message, or if I just wasn't saying anything, or if what I was saying was too irrelevant, then I would cut that out. But I spent over an hour editing that, and the second episode has not even been started yet. I promise I will be starting it soon. That is one thing I really, really want to do. This one will still be unedited because that's how podcasts aren't. Because, well, it doesn't really necessarily need to be edited. It's more of a talk show for me to just share my thoughts. And by sharing my thoughts, I'm sharing everything, and so I don't want to cut out anything. Sometimes I'll cut out like big long periods where I don't say something, or yes, I know, I just said periods. Anyways, One Tick Pulse Season 2. It went amazing. It turned out amazing? I don't know how to say that exactly. We started off, strong start, Noah didn't even know we were recording, and Elliot's over here making huge things. What else has happened though? So the one thing about Season 2 that's different from Season 1, I mean one of many really, is that I don't necessarily have to record everything I do on the server, and I don't have to release episodes weekly. That means I can have an episode come out 3 days after the previous one, or, 2 weeks after the previous one, depending on what's going on, just to more adapt to my time schedule. This one will still be coming out weekly. I promise. I forgot. I have time now, and I will be doing it every week. But anyway, sorry. Anyways, that was a huge thing, and I actually have been working a lot. So next episode, episode 3, the next updated episode, I made a bass. Spoilers for episode 2, if you don't want to hear them, skip ahead. I die at the end of episode 2, again, to a creeper in the same manner in which my skeleton killed me. So stupid. So I lost all my stuff, and then I tried to get it back. I did this like 3 times. I tried to get it back, and then I died again. Then I tried to get it back, and then I died again. So today, I hopped on a call with one of my friends, and I played, and they had like a strip mine, so I went down to the strip mine, and I mined for a little bit, and I found diamonds, and then I didn't have an iron pickaxe, so I talked to my friend. I was like, hey, could I commission you into mining these for me if I give you one of them? And he was like, sure. So I got 5 diamonds from there, made myself a diamond pick and a sword, and then I found more diamonds, and I found some iron as well, so I've got enough stuff to make a bunch of things. I did some redstone, and then as of lately, our internet went out, and then it came back on within about 5 to 10 minutes. I was like, really? Really? Spectrum? What is wrong? But yeah, I've been playing on the server quite a bit lately, actually. It's instead of playing normal servers like what I like to do, play CubeCraft's Lucky Blocks and stuff like that, or Infinite or whatever, I've been playing a lot on the One Tick Pulse server, just because that's where I do the most work. That's where I need to work, but I promise I won't do anything crazy like build a whole base. Well, I mean, I kind of just have my own little area inside of Noah's and Elliot's area now, so it's not really my own base. I promise I will build one. I don't know where. I need to get three wool for a bed first. I only have one and one piece of string currently, but so lots of things have been going on there. And our other 2 members haven't joined the server yet. But what else happened over the weekend? Between last week's episode and this week's episode, a special little dude named Center released an album with some guy named Tethys, and the song's called Frontier, and it has a bass drop in it. That's me, of course, not Tethys. Tethys is not me. I would not collaborate with myself. It's one of my friends. You guys have heard it like 10,000 times before in this episode. But where is my music now? Didn't I make an episode absolutely forever ago? Like, really, a stupid amount of time ago. I can even tell you, I've just got such a good memory that I remember exactly when the episode was made. It was on the 29th of November, moving to song 2. You guys remember that episode? I still haven't moved on. I did more work on Dusk after that. Or, Shadow. Shadow is actually Dusk. So what is going to happen with Elements? I have learned I'm not too good at finishing projects, so me and Jesse are making an entire album together. And it started with Shadow, Dusk, whatever you want to call it, which I think I've finished. I mean, I've got all the tracks, I think. I just haven't really organized them properly. But we're making another one. There's another song in the works, and it has some chord stuff that I messed around with, and it has a beat that is my favorite thing I've ever made. Ever. And it's amazing. And so we haven't gotten really far in that, but we'll see how it goes. My CapCut is delayed on the little waveforms of my voice. It's like my old PC. Probably because Halo Infinite is open. I was about to play it, and I was like, well, I should probably record for the life of me. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode, as we have a snowstorm heading our way. Okay, I did see this thing on, I think it was on Instagram, and it had, like, on 2 separate sides of the US, you have the most opposite of things going on. It's like over here on the on the west coast, we have a snowstorm. It's supposed to be like this huge snowstorm that was going to be here today. It's not really that big. It hasn't even covered the grass in our front yard yet. And then on the other side of the US, in California, of course, there's the fires going on right now. And that's how 2020 started as well, which is a little bit nerve-wracking. I don't really have an opinion towards the fires. I mean, it's horrible that they're happening. It's like Helene over here for us. But I can't really, I mean, I can donate money, but I don't really have money to donate. So, I think last week, I'm 95% sure OTP Season 2 is almost here. I'm pretty sure I talked about my new phone. Maybe? Phone. Down. Oh, there we are. No, that one was talking about blue switches, and who knows, Yeel Gobi. Oh yeah, Adam buys a new phone. I was looking at buying the SE4. It's blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay, well guess who looked into the options for buying a new phone? Me. So here's the thing. Here's the SE4. Here's its rumored specs. You got Apple Intelligence, you got a singular camera, simple 60Hz display, mute switch, and USB-C. Average kind of phone. I looked up the iPhone 15 Pro, or pretty much the lowest end phone you can buy right now that has Apple Intelligence. I can afford it. The specs, compared to the SE4, it says SE4's rumored specs, sorry, are absolutely insane. You still have Apple Intelligence, but you also have the action button, you still have your USB-C, you still have Apple Intelligence, you have the displays, the real big boy, you have a 120 Hertz 1080p, 4K? I don't know what it is, OLED display, with always on, and three cameras on the back for, I would say, a little bit less than 100 more than the rumored SE4 cost, but with a trade-in, it would be around the same price. If I'm gonna buy a new phone, I want to buy my dream phone, and that is definitely not the SE4. And now, if I get that job done and I don't have to worry about the SE4 coming out, because I'll just have the 15 Pro that's already out. So I've been watching renewed prices on Amazon, and it's been interesting to watch. Honestly, it's been going up, it's been going down, but it is the best phone I can get for that money, and it's going to be amazing. I'm so excited. I'm going to review it. It's going to be, I think, the best phone I've ever used, because, you know, Apple Intelligence was the real deal breaker. Yeah, sure, I can buy a 13 Pro, I can buy a 14 Pro if I want the display. If I want the Dynamic Island is the other one. If I want Dynamic Island, go for a 14 Pro. The action button was pretty interesting. I was like, well, I never use the mute switch anyway, because I just always have it on mute, and there's other ways to change the silent. If I wanted the action button, I could just go for a base model 15, but it was never mind. But it was Apple Intelligence. Apple Intelligence was what I really wanted. So having that on my phone, along with all the other amazing things, and, you know, a nice Smartish phone case. Wouldn't it be nice if they sent that over? No, I'm kidding. Smartish is a fantastic brand, though. I highly recommend them if you need a phone, or if you have a phone that has MagSafe, they probably make a case for it. Unless you have the 12 mini, then you're kind of screwed. I bought the one exception. I was like, can't you guys just not, like, find one somewhere? I know there's one lying around there somewhere in Austin, Texas, Smartish, but it's fine. It's fine, Smartish. I love you anyways. I will be buying your cases faithfully until I die. That sounded weird. Never mind. I don't love Smartish that much. Okay, you know what? Never mind. Smartish is a great brand. That's all I'm going to say. I go on tangents like this, and this is why I should not host a podcast. Okay. Let me go to the more kind of improvised side of things, other than the phone and the music. Well, do you guys have any ideas for Season 2 of One Tick Pulse? Any mods? I do have fresh animations installed now, because it wasn't working before, but now it is. I have a couple of other ones. FreeCam I've still been using. I'll be like, hey Noah, where are you? Oh, never mind. There you are. I saw you on FreeCam. It's one of my favorite mods to use. That one, the zoom, I don't really use when I'm not recording an episode, but FreeCam has been just insanely fun to mess around with. Any suggestions for animating software? Not animating software, because I don't animate. Like, any suggestions on, especially feedback from the first episode, that would be fantastic, because I feel like those jump cuts were really harsh. But it's been an absolute joy making the first episode, and I guess the second episode, of One Tick Pulse Season 2. There was some really funny stuff in there. There was, I mean, just my favorite part, the most memorable part that I know of to mention, is the part at the very beginning where Noah kills Elliot and then just looks up at me. Fun little trivia fact, they were on a call the whole time, and also Elliot spent like 4 hours on the server in one day. I was like, Elliot, what? How? That was absolutely insane to hear. I'm glad to hear everyone's already enjoying it. I just need to get my other two friends on the server, and it would be fantastic if they would hop on. I'll probably open it up and ask them if they want to play, see how many people I can run. Anyways, I think I'm going to stop there for today. That way I can just edit this episode and get it out as soon as possible. I will see you guys next week, where I will hopefully have a longer episode and more things to talk about. But anyways, thank you for listening, and I'll catch you in the next one.